This is an emergency message from the SCP Foundation. Do not turn off your devices. I repeat, this is an emergency message from the SCP Foundation. This is not a drill. Do not panic. If you are receiving this broadcast, there is reason to believe that you are in danger. The following information and instructions will prevent fatalities if you listen carefully. We have just received word from authorities that SCP-106 has escaped containment. SCP-106 is infamously difficult to keep contained, requiring several layers of strict security measures. The public is encouraged to call a national hotline number to report sightings at 284-434-5508. You may also report sightings and tips at www.scp106.com. SCP-106 appears as an elderly humanoid with signs of severe decomposition and rotting flesh. It's possible you may smell it before you see it, as no one can mistake the acrid smell of putrefaction. It has been observed and well documented that SCP-106 is not extremely agile and should not be considered a fast or quick mover. Occasionally, it has been observed to remain motionless or dormant for long periods of time up to 3 months. It is believed that it will enter a dormancy state on purpose to intentionally lure prey into its vicinity so that it may attack. If you notice something resembling an elderly humanoid that smells of rotting flesh, do not approach. Contact local authorities and keep your distance. The specific details surrounding the escape are not exactly clear to us at this time, mostly because all witnesses of the breach appear to be dead, or in some cases still alive but severely decomposed and rotted to the point that they are of no use for obtaining further information. There are unconfirmed reports that there was a disastrous breach in protocol, and it's possible the lead-lined container that housed SCP-106 was compromised and rendered unsafe for containment. Furthermore, we are aware of reports that the mandatory 24-hour surveillance of SCP-106 was not being enforced as it should. As per official breach protocol, authorities have initiated Operation Sacrificial Lamb, in which an animated robotic human is used as a lure for SCP-106. The robot is purposely incapacitated through the intentional breaking of limbs and left to suffer and wail while inside the enclosure of SCP-106. Authorities report this practice has never failed to bring SCP-106 back, but even after 5 sacrificial robot humans, there is no sign of SCP-106. SCP-106 has unusual movement patterns. Scientists and authorities believe it can make use of what they call pocket dimensions, which allow it to traverse natural obstacles by entering and exiting through its own mini-dimension. For example, SCP-106 can enter through a front door and exiting from a rooftop door, all without physically setting foot inside the building. The best advice is to avoid your house attracting the attention of SCP-106 by blocking all your windows or keeping your curtains closed at all times of the day. SCP-106 seems to target humans that are 10 to 25 years of age. We are unsure why this is the case, although we suspect it is because they taste better and are more entertaining than humans of other ages. SCP-106 has been observed playing with its food in some sort of cruel and unusual game of life and death. Often SCP-106 will attack a human just enough to ensure it cannot get away while it continues to play with it until it succumbs to death. If you have the misfortune of being touched by SCP-106, you can expect the following horrifying effects: corrosion of your skin, tendons, and bones starting just a few seconds after initial contact. Your body is subject to rotting away right then and there. Corrosion is known to continue for up to 6 hours after contact but does eventually burn out. It's hard to believe this could happen to you, but we try to be as transparent as possible to keep the public informed and alert.